Okay, so tool number 5, dynamics. Dynamics is really, when it comes down to it, how soft or loud you play something. So going from, if I just play the E here on the G string, I can go from barely audible, very muted, to very loud. So you want to apply this to whatever you're practicing, basically, because it really adds a more musical touch to whatever you're playing, and it's good to get rid of that too robotic feel when you practice scales or arpeggios or whatever. And also it makes it a bit more fun to practice because you can sort of improvise with the dynamics. But a few ways to use this would be to, for example, let's take the G major scale we played here before, and just go up and down that scale and start out at as softly as you can. And I recommend trying this with a clean sound because it's easier to get a more full spectrum of dynamics that way on guitar, because an acoustic guitar is even better to try it on, but because the distortion just tends to compress the sound. So and you have to really work with a lot of muting with distortion to get the dynamics. But that's also a technique you should work on. So try it on whatever sound you like using. But if you have an acoustic lying around, it's a great way to practice on that. So anyway, we got that scale again, and just start as softly as you can and muted. So super soft, and then gradually get louder, not faster, but louder, and only go as loud as you still find it musical. So that's basically the idea. So just improvise and trying to get that control with the right hand to and just improvise with it and then have some fun with it. And this works on basically anything, but it's really good for if you're sitting around and repeating some pattern that you find hard, and just to keep your focus, you can at least improvise with the dynamics. Try to, even when you play loudly like this, try to keep that relaxation in mind. You can also set up different sort of challenges for yourself as well. So maybe start really softly, and then when you get on up to the top of the scale, you go loud, and then you go soft down. So you start soft, and then loud, and then soft. So like this. So almost like a wave, you know. And you can, of course, reverse that. You start loud, and the longer phrase you have, the more space you have to make that wave smooth. So try it out on different things. And like I said before, it's sort of it makes everything sound more musical. So when you're learning something, pay attention to the dynamics. Try to develop an ear for this type of stuff. So you try to listen for, okay, is this note open or is it muted, and is it soft or is it loud, or and really incorporate that when you work on a solo or a piece of, a classical piece or whatever. because I don't think it's a great idea to learn a piece more like so it sounds almost like a MIDI rendition of it, where without any accents or dynamics. So especially if you're trying to learn some classical pieces, if you listen to different players, that's a lot of things makes different players sound different, because they use dynamics differently, and also rhythmic phrasing and all that stuff. But dynamics is a big part of it. So try to practice it yourself, and also be more sensitive to it when you learn other stuff.